you've seen any news or seen the gas prices, you have seen that in this global economy, a war in a distant country easily affects us here in the US. I get it. Most of the news gets confusing and it feels like we need to be good in history, geography, and geopolitics to totally grasp what's going on nowadays with NATO, the UN, Ukraine, and Russia, and so on. Here at HYFN TV, we are a reliable source to break down complex current affairs and deliver the facts in a simplified yet informative way to help you understand what is going on in the world around you. So let's jump right into it. Today makes over 2 weeks since the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and developments are quickly changing, so here's what we know. Tuesday, President Biden banned all Russian oil imports, stating that this will further hurt the Russian economy, with hopes that these financial pain towards Russia will make Putin rethink his current war on Ukraine. This move happened after a bipartisan bill was drafted in the U.S. House of Representatives banning Russian oil imports. The White House quickly made their own announcement to get ahead of the legislation. In the UK, they too stated they are going to reduce their oil imports from Russia, as well as plan to be completely off Russian oil by the end of 2022. In response, President Putin of Russia reacted to this with his own ban on exports to the West and has started now making new demands in relation to the current negotiations on the Iran deal that the US is currently working on and they are party to. It is reported that Poland is ready to provide all of their MiG-29 jets to Ukraine, with the stipulation that the US is to replace the planes with American F-16 fighter jets. This story is still in its developing phase. However, reports have been that Ukraine Air Force, along with a combination of drones purchased from Turkey, have dealt serious losses to the Russian military. Western companies such as McDonald's, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and Starbucks are among some of the newest businesses to pull out of Russia or to suspend their operations there in protest of the invasion of Ukraine. These tough sanctions towards Russia, combined with the leaving of many Western-based companies, have prompted Russia's central bank to announce that until September 9th, Russian citizens will only be able to withdraw up to $10,000 US of their foreign currency, with the rest being able to be removed in the ruble market. And the ruble has drastically fallen since the sanctions began and is now at the point where 1 ruble is equal to less than 1 penny in the US dollars. With the US no longer being energy independent, we rely heavily on oil imports, and with all of this happening, our gas prices have now gone predictably up with no real end in sight. Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky continues to urge NATO to establish a no-fly zone, something that has been continuously rejected by all groups, stating that this action would inevitably create a Russian war with NATO. President Zelensky did, however, make breaking news yesterday when he stated he would not beg NATO to become a member and was no longer seeking its membership. And this is a huge development, as Ukraine's push to join the NATO alliance was one of President Putin's issues that he stated with Ukraine before the invasion. President Zelensky also stated he would formally recognize the 2 eastern breakaway provinces as independent territories, as Putin did right before the invasion. These are big concessions, as Ukraine and its people are longing for peace. Again, these times are very troubling and there's concern around the world, but also there is more unity around the world than ever before in record time. So stick with us here at HYFN TV to bring you the latest news and updates and developments. All right, now happy Wednesday, Diego. It's spring break this week and for most students, and then next week for some students as well. So why don't you tell us what you've got going on over there in youth sports?